traffic, we're 403, final for runway 8, Lake and Hill. Lake and Hill traffic, Skyhawk 9 uniform Delta, left correction, runway 8, Lake and Hill. Lake and Hill traffic, Skylink 41 actually turning left 808, Lake and Hill.
There's the mighty Fox.
Lake and Hill traffic, Cherokee 410, that's turning in 1 mile final, runway 8, full stop, Lake and Hill. Lake and Hill traffic, Skyhawk 9 uniform Delta left, down on runway 8, Lake and the Hills. Lake in the Hills, traffic Skyhawk 9er, uniform Delta, left base, runway 9er, Lake in the Hills. Runway 8, Lake in the Hills.
Okay.
Cherokee clear the active Lake in the Hills.
Many years ago, I attended a continuing education class where I heard about the balcony view. The idea behind this is that when we're down in the trenches, working hard and just trying to live life, we can get so caught up in the details, we lose sight of the bigger picture. So we need to remember to go up on the balcony and look down at how everything is connected and how everything works together. Once we're up there, we might see something we missed, some new way of doing something, a different ministry we could start, a connection we've never thought of before. Getting the big picture can also blow our minds and give us a new appreciation for how beautiful life can be when things all come together. It's not unlike this view of the Fox River and of the Channel Lakes. 15 lakes connected by over 45 miles of river and channels. According to Wikipedia, it's the busiest inland recreational waterway per square acre in the United States. Summer weekends can draw 30,000 people to this area, 100,000 on holidays. This area was formed when the Wisconsin Glacier melted and was originally inhabited by the Algonquin, Miami, and Potawatomi tribes. People have been drawn to this area for fishing, hunting, and trapping for centuries. More recently, people have been drawn here because it's a quick trip from Chicago, Milwaukee, and Rockford. Al Capone and other Prohibition-era gangsters spent time up here, and tourists around that time came to see Egyptian lotus beds that would bloom in the summer. The balcony view from up in a plane is beautiful. See the boats cutting through the water. You can see how the waterways are connected, and you can see the light of the setting sun clearly. But the problem with the balcony view, the problem with being so high up and so far away that we can't see people's faces or hear their voices. We can't see the animals that live there or the unique plants that grow there. After a while, the balcony view gets lonely. When the pandemic started back in March, the shutdown felt like a chance for me to get a balcony view. I stepped back and saw life and the world from a distance. At first, it was amazing and even thrilling. I enjoyed getting a new perspective and appreciated life from a new place. After living an overbooked, overbusy life for so long, it was nice to slow down and be forced to try new things. But eventually, the balcony view got old, and it even became painful when I saw the big picture view of things like systemic racism and the far-reaching impact of this pandemic on people's physical and mental health, finances, families, so very much. The balcony also became lonely since we can't see people in the flesh anymore. It's impossible to hug someone from way up here. I don't necessarily subscribe to a God who hovers high above the earth, as if that God were perpetually flying in an airplane. But being in this airplane made me wonder if this faraway view is what made God come to earth in the form of Jesus. After intricately creating each plant, each animal, each human being, maybe God wanted to actually smell that flower and pet that dog and hug that sweet little baby. I can't be so arrogant as to imagine that I can read God's mind, but there must be something to this idea of God wanting to leave the balcony view and come be among us, since Jesus did just that. God came in our form, taught us, healed us, fed us, cared for us, and that makes all the difference for us. No one knows when we get to leave this balcony view and see each other face to face, and that's one of the things that makes it so hard. Email and phone calls and texts and even Zoom just don't cut it after 5 months. It's hard to feel close to each other, and it's even hard to feel close to God. So what can we do? The reading from the book of Revelation reminds us to put our hope in what God is creating for us. A river of life, trees of life, the healing of the nations, a time when we will see God face to face and we no longer have to dwell in the night. We have hope for this future, and we can catch glimpses of this future now when we remember to look. Jesus' invitation to go to Him when we're thirsty is something I ignore or forget all the time. There have been too many times in the last 5 months when I am parched, but I feel so distant and so removed from God that I forget to drink from those rivers of living water coming from Jesus. But those rivers are right there for me. Again, I have to remember to look and to drink. Or sometimes I need to reach out for connection and ask for help in getting to those waters. From family, from friends, from God. As I've heard so many say, this pandemic isn't going away anytime soon. This is life here and now, a gift from God. Rather than waiting to leave the balcony and for life to return to how it used to be, may we all have the wisdom and the strength and the humility to come to the river of life as we are here and now, and let those healing waters wash over us, that out of our own hearts those living waters may flow. Amen.
Call that a rep.